Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How are you all doing today? Before we begin, sorry I'm a little late, but things be thinging. I hope everyone is having an amazing Tuesday. I know I am. Please don't forget to like this video on your way in because you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hold on. I really do hate my mango flavored things. Anyway, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my other on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. Run over to my Twitter page. Follow me on my Twitter. Okay, I'm Jovi Beauty over there and on my IG as well. I'm also Jovi. Also, go to jovibeauty.com to get one of my amazing scarves, mugs, one of our dope ass bonnets. Everything is over there and available for sale today. Whew, y'all. Today's been a crazy, insane day, but I'm here to talk to y'all about all of the foolishness that's been going on in the news because I find a lot of it interesting. Interesting is the word that I want to use. All right. First, I'm adding this to the wait. Matter of fact, y'all already know the vibes. I gotta drop the intro to be able to even start today's video correctly. So let me do that and let's get on with the rest of today's show because this seems to be good. One second, y'all. I am adjusting something. Okay, just give me 1 second. Sorry. I just saw this story came up, so I gotta add it. Okay. Okay. I'm done. I hope everyone again is having a great day. I know I am. This is crazy. So the first story of the day, I didn't even just see this when I was setting it up, but we are going to get into Misa Hylton. Okay, so Misa Hylton, if you do not know, she is Puffy's baby mother. Okay, we saw yesterday. We saw yesterday how Cameron went on CNN and was like, get somebody else to do it. And I was thoroughly here for it. Hold on. Okay, so before we go back to Cameron, first of all, let's give a shout out to Biggie. It would have been his birthday. So shout out to Biggie. I don't know how old he would have been. Probably like, I'm 42, probably like 46 or 47 or something like that. But let's speak on Misa Hylton. She just said, I know exactly how she feels. And through my empathy, it has triggered my own trauma. Okay. Misa said, I am heartbroken that Cassie must relive the horror of her abuse. And my heart goes out to her. I know exactly how she feels. And through my empathy, it has triggered my own trauma. These young people were raised by women that want the best for them. We put God and education first and have always been united in our mutual efforts to support their dream. Two of the youngest do not have their mother here, and it has been our duty to support them. Their father needs help, and I am praying that he truly does the personal work and receive it. Damn. So I think Misa's attempting to be like, I get it. I went through it. I know I lived it. I was the first, like someone told me yesterday, there were articles or whatever back in the day of Puffy doing the same things to Misa, allegedly. Let's keep it allegedly. to the point where she had to like hide under a car out here in New York back in the day, up in Harlem, to keep him from like continuing to assault her. And I also do comprehend the fact that she's not even it ain't even about him, in my opinion. For her, she's like, the way it looks like, or it is implied, that she is really concerned with the girls, um and trying to keep them okay, help them to achieve their dreams, and to not have, because again, they just lost their mother like what, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago at this point. um all this information is coming out about their father. We spoke about this yesterday. It's probably extremely hard for them. I did see, oh shit, I think I might have, I was seasoning chicken a little while ago, and I really just think, okay, I'm okay. Okay. I thought I wiped the pepper on my eye really fast. So sorry. But me mute this because it's making noise. Um it is probably extremely difficult. And I did say yesterday that people did post pictures of the girls at prom. And I thought, again, help me if I'm wrong, but I thought it said something about like the girls were going to prom from Kimora Lee's home. I might have been wrong, because I can't comprehend how I don't want to be here, you know, I don't want here. Okay, yeah, dad, I love you, but I don't want to be here caught up in your shit. We are, because I think Chance is the other sister, the one in the purple bathing suit. Her mother's still here. I think she lives full time with her mother, so she does not have to deal with the constant onslaught of this, right? And I think the girls might be staying with Kimora Lee a little bit of the time. I'm not sure, but I think maybe a little bit. Because they probably do not want to deal with being around their father. And can you actually blame them? Hold on, I'm about to look up in these comments real quick. Hold on, let me see. I'm sure that children abused by some type. He's been speaking today for years. Okay, all right, yeah, all right. I just wanted to see if it was more said regarding that. So apparently, like I said, Misa came out, spoke on the whole situation. It has made her relive her trauma. I'm telling you, I told y'all, I relived my trauma these last couple of days. It's been stressing me out just to have seen that video stress my soul out. Um and it triggers you and it brings you right back there. When people act like this shit is okay, and it's like, it's not a big deal. Or like, I was speaking to one of my best friends earlier today, where she's like completely disgusted. And she, it's along the lines of like, what is with these people? Like the people who are acting like, but what did she do beforehand or what? And it's really just like, people need to make an excuse for their abuse, right? People who are abusive need to make an excuse. They will always, that's why I tell you, pay attention to how people are reacting to this Diddy situation, whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, I don't give a shit. People who are making excuses, any sort of excuses for any kind of behavior like this, are abusers. They are completely okay with abusers, and they just cannot drag Puffy or say Puffy is wrong in anything, because then they would have to acknowledge to themselves, at least, that what they're doing is wrong, and not that person deserved it because all of them becauses, that they like to spew out don't mean shit, right? And they know that. But The mind is a fucking strong thing. The mind is a strong thing, and the mind will have these abusing asses, trying to make excuses for anybody who shows characteristics of their behaviors, because then they would have to internally question their behaviors. You can't have that, okay? You can argue with other people, but you can't argue with yourself. So that's what's happened with Misa. Shout out to her. She has been coming for Diddy. And again, I don't think that Misa or anybody who has been with Diddy, Kim not here no more, and we know what was been up with Cassie, but I don't think any of them are attempting to make excuses for his behavior. I think really and truly, in Misa's mind, she is wholeheartedly trying to protect them girls. She's trying to protect the children because their mother's not here no more, and this can fuck them up. This will fuck them up forever, right? And I think her making that statement is to not to downplays what he does, what he did, but to say that, listen, whatever he did, that's on him. I'm concerned about these girls. I'm concerned about the lasting effect it will have on them, just in general, that being raised by an abuser. Okay, so anyway, then we saw Cameron. Right, Cameron went on CNN last night. I forgot the girl's name. It began with an A though. I forgot her name. She be on CNN. She's like the black correspondent who they have. They only let one of us on. What is her name again? Hold on, let me see. Abby Phillips. Yes, that's her name, Abby Phillips. She tried to question Cameron yesterday. I'm gonna pull up a little bit. We ain't gonna play the audio because y'all know it's CNN, and we're not gonna get struck by CNN. Okay, I don't want to get struck by CNN. So she was asking Cameron a whole bunch of questions about Diddy, and Cameron is like, "Listen, my point is, Abby don't know nothing about the hood." Okay, she might be a little ghetto, okay, but she don't know nothing, because if she did, she wouldn't have asked Cameron to be the one to come on. I don't know what any of these people expected from Cameron. Honestly, Cameron, like, I don't understand. He's not even gonna play these games with you. He said, "I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm here to talk about our show." Because I guess they have a show. Their show comes out in the morning on YouTube, like 8 a.m. or some shit like that. He's like, "I'm here to promote my items. I'm here to give you a little bit, but like specifics, I don't know. I don't really fuck with Puff like that." So I found that funny as hell. He went and drunk that little, I guess it was like a shot, which actually kind of was weird, because I guess it's to make his thing strong for the day, because he was talking about, oh, he getting it in tonight. He's saying all this shit on his CNN. Child, I'd have been like, stop playing in my face. Take this motherfucker off stage. But she's a professional, and she didn't flinch, child, because I would have told them to take that motherfucker off my motherfucker page. I want to hear nothing he got to say. Nothing. Okay. So that is, if I can remember, I think that's everything that occurred between yesterday and today regarding this whole Diddy situation. Like I said, today is today is Biggie's birthday, and he would have turned 52. I thought he was, I was young, so he would have turned 52 today. So happy birthday to Biggie out there. And yeah. Also, side note, we did hear that, I guess because of the lawsuit, Sean Combs is not able to say Cassie's name, right? So cool. But he didn't apologize to the people he treated badly. Oh, because people were, like, everybody, any woman, man, anybody would have looked at his apology and knew it was shit, and there was people that saying he didn't even say her name, but he didn't even insinuate that he is sorry for the havoc he has caused on people's lives. Okay, I think that's the part where people are missing when they were saying, well, he couldn't even say her name, so what do y'all want from him? You're still missing the point. And like I said, these are the people who be wary about those people. I don't give a fuck if those people are your mother. Be wary about those people, because those are the people that will sit, even if it's a woman, who will sit up and call your abuser and tell them where you are. Okay, be wary of people like that. Okay, all right, I'm telling you now. All right, so let's go on to our next. Oh yeah, and Scrappy said he the two-pieced and biscuit. Hold on. Scrappy said he would have two-pieced and biscuit Diddy if he would have saw him after the video, because that's some foul shit. You don't do things like that to women. Which, listen, can I say this real fast? Just real fast. Real fast. Scrappy may not put hands and paws on women, but Scrappy, in my opinion, is an emotional, financial, and mental is emotional, financially, and mentally abusive. We've watched him do it. Okay, I don't know if he get those traits from his pimp mama. I don't know. But he just because he don't put his hands on these women does not mean, he has not done damage. Okay, he's literally still doing damage, because again, he's all up in his shit and he needs emotion. He needs to deal with his emotions and get some therapy too. Okay, so yes, we do appreciate that you ain't never put no hands and paws on a woman. I appreciate that. But also remember that you are emotionally abusive. You were financially abusive, and you have been mentally abusive for way longer than we even knew who Bambi was. This is your tea. All right? FYI. I just have to say that because, nigga, what? Nigga, who? Anyway, so matter of fact, I'm gonna drop this commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into our next story. I actually think I'm gonna add. We'll get into our next story. Let me see if I'm gonna add it. Welcome back to Jovi's Beauty School, where we now have 5, count it guys, 5 new scarf designs that we just got in. They're beautiful. They're amazing. They are so spring, summer vibes. I don't even know what to say. They're 35 inches by 35 inches. The print on these scarves are amazing. They're silk twill. They're gorgeous, and they won't be around for long. So if I were you, I would get mines ASAP. We're dropping them in batches. These are limited edition scarves, so when they sell out, y'all, they are sold out. So I need you to go get yours now. Don't call me talking about Jovi, I need one. It's too late. I don't know if they're going to come on the next batch, okay? So go to jovibeauty.com, get your scarf, and be that girl, because you already know how we give it up. So sorry, I was on a other thing. So Amber Rose is a Trump supporter, and I don't know what y'all expect from these Karens in the world. They will always show you that they will vote against their own benefit. This is the mentality of who they are. Amber Rose already told us a long time ago she is not black, she is a white lady. Okay, Jocelyn already told you, okay, who Amber Rose is. Amber Rose has been playing in y'all faces for years, okay? With the slut walk and just embarrassing women, right? Embarrassing women, trying to make it okay to be a whore and a slut. And now when she's trying to be, I guess, redeemable because her last nigga done left her for Cher old ass. Now she talking about she's a trumper because no one cares about her and she needs attention. Okay? No one cares about her and she needs attention because she done tattooed a fucking name on her forehead and people still don't give a fuck. Okay, this is the same girl. The women who claim she cares about women's rights voted for a guy who took women's rights away. Amber is not for women's rights. She only for herself. If y'all listen to her podcast, this prob won't be shocking to you. She argues who friend down with Republican. She argued her friend down with Republican talking points. Why are we shocked? Okay, she's a white woman first. She knew she was a clown after the moment she started talking. I miss the good old days when Kanye was control. Well, I don't miss when Kanye was controlling anybody because he's a psycho himself. But I just wish that certain people would never get into fame. And I am very happy. Again, these new age kids and their like disdain for the celebrity life and them like really trying to get this, this whole idolizing of celebrities that's been like really rampant in the last like 10-15. It's not been around forever, y'all. I promise you. It's only been crazy since like Britney Spears and like it was not even that, you know what I'm saying? Like the idolization of the paparazzi been stalking people forever, but the idolization of them probably has only been around like as long as my child has been alive, probably a little less than that. So I'm very glad that these nobodies are going to go back into the closet because we don't need to hear anything from them. Most of them ain't got the sense God gave them. They slow, they retarded. Half of them ain't graduate high school. Ain't bright at all. Okay, and we're acting like the things that they say actually make sense. It doesn't. So then she went off to say, y'all think Biden cares about black people? You don't either. Shut up. Sad. Do your research. I did. I always put women first. Y'all want biological men in women's sports. Trump supports the most reasonable compromise on abortion. Stop being brainwashed because we're people of color. Make your own decision. You see how she is again trying to trigger y'all. She's trying to trigger y'all. Okay. With the weird color, people of color and all of this shit. I always tell y'all, don't engage with stupid people. Don't even be on their comments arguing with them. If you want to say some shit, say it separate on your own shit. Don't be under these dumbasses commenting. Okay? Don't give them the click or the fucking view. I'm showing you what she did, so you ain't got to go look. We already know Trump credits himself for women losing access to reproductive health. Okay, I'm not even gonna say shemortions because this is bigger than shemortions. This is just reproductive health. Women are dying all over the country if y'all have not been paying attention because of a bunch of complications, bunch of weird shit that would have just been taken care of, but now everything's all wrapped up and we are heading into the fucking Handmaid's Tale and y'all acting like y'all don't see it. Anywho, let's jump on to the next topic of the day. What's the next topic of the day, Joe? Y'all, the next topic of the day is this. Y'all know normally I made a video about this and some of y'all be watching it. I am not I love all black people. I support and suggest, if you're going to be out there dating or whatever, to open your, well, I support all people, women, as long as women, you are doing well and living well, I ain't mad at you. If you are just like, oh, I just want to date black men, that's cool. Don't just limit yourself to Black American men. I believe African men, some of them are, a good option. Caribbean men, some of them are a good option. It's always some of them when we're talking about men. And that's not really because of where they're from. It's just the patriarchy of it all. That's why I say some of them. Okay. But Simone Guobadia. Now, we know he is going through a divorce with Porsha. And I am just, okay, so I already thought of Simon as like a loser. Okay, number one. I think any man with babies all over the place, y'all already know how I feel about it. You don't have no control over your sperm. You just leaving it everywhere. You don't care, right? This man allegedly sold the house that he bought with Porsha so she couldn't get at it, because apparently, from what I read, if I believe, in the prenup, he's supposed to leave, so he decided to sell it, and now he want to try to be like, what about my kids, because I was being spiteful and my kids I don't have a home, and my kids don't have a home. Now listen, I'm going to show you all of this. But, and however, I want to show y'all a screenshot, because the screenshot is the real reason I decided that I wanted to talk about Simon today, because I'm not really talk about the housewives kind of girl, but someone made a comment and I screenshotted it because I thought it was very interesting. And I think that it really put together, because I don't think I was really putting my finger on why I couldn't stand Simon so much. But here you go. The comment said, signs of an irresponsible man. Y'all know how I feel about irresponsible men. And Simon likes to pretend like he is this and he is not. Okay, but signs of an irresponsible man. The commenter is named Obano Daddy Muna, Obano Daddy Muna, something like that. My bad if I got it, if I didn't get it correctly. Okay. But the comment says, signs of an irresponsible man, not acknowledging that you made mistakes in your choices and not finding ways to correct them. Come on. That is Simon. That is a lot of men that we all know. Okay, I'm going to read that again. Not acknowledging that you made a mistake in your choices and finding ways to correct them. He made a mistake. He made all of these mistakes. And he laughs and he jokes and he makes fun of them, and try to get over, instead of actually dealing with the repercussions of the shit that he done, like a man, because that's what a real man is supposed to do. But no, that's not what he does. He's not done. He said, second sign of an irresponsible man, having multiple kids all over the place. We know that. I say that every fucking day. A man who has children places I can't get with, and I make them feel like shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's one of my first opening questions. Where they try to talk about, oh, well, how much kids you got? How much baby mamas did you marry any of them? I ask in that order. Why y'all ain't get married? How long was y'all together? I ask these questions because I'm gonna make you feel like shit. She should have made you feel like shit and be like, oh, so you think you impregnating me and not marrying me and not putting no effort? So what happened? I ask those questions because this is real life. This is real life. And a man whose sperm is everywhere, it's a problem. It's a problem. I'm gonna fuck what nobody tells you. It's a problem. I don't care what mama told you. It's a problem. That Rolling Stone dick is a problem. Another sign of an irresponsible man. Okay. Having kids everywhere and not having a plan on how to care for them. This is like the fourth sign of an irresponsible man. Having kids everywhere and not having a plan on how to care for them. That rolls up into niggas having babies everywhere. You got babies everywhere. How are you taking care of them? Like the futures of the world, like the fucking even Nick Cannons of the world. You cannot be there all the time. You just can't. It's impossible. Okay. Signs of an irresponsible man, gallivanting all over the world and not having a proper plan on how your children will be cared for. Okay. Okay. All right. So now let's get into what Simon wrote that had this man commenting, because Simon still lives in some delusion and he think he is a reality star and we give a fuck. What about Simon's homeless kids? He said, I would like to publicly thank the mother of my 3 minor children who have stepped up to provide cover for our minor children. Minor children. Stepped up, they being mothers because they know who they fucking dealing with. But okay, we are into the 3rd month of litigations without proper visitation. These women have played their parts as co-parents and are now asked to do more, with the added burden of caring for my children when they're supposed to be in my care. My children are growing and maturing every day, and unfortunately, we do not have the benefit of my presence. Seemingly, everyone wants to focus on everything but what's important in a family, especially when it comes to children and co-parenting. I have had joint physical custody of my kids for 5 years. Those boys are in my home 2 weeks out of the month. I also have visitation rights to my daughter, who is 11 years old and lives in California. And last minute, had to be diverted to Dubai for spring break. She was ultimately out of a home for 3 weeks during spring break. All 3 kids currently displaced. I would like each and every one of you, especially those with kids, pray for me and my family. They deserve consideration as well. My nigga. Who sent who? Why? What? Huh? Hold up. Who? Let's continue, because I got some words, but let's continue. Let's some of these comments. Simon sold his home and Porsha gave her home to her mother. Simon and Porsha purchased this home together right before they got married. That house is as much as hers as it is his. No one has been misplaced. Why y'all keep saying this? Then Simon said, sold 2 multi-million-dollar properties and used the proceeds as down payment. And you believe a marriage that lasted 455 days entitles the other party to equity in the home? Let that happen to your family member, not me. Again, he's attempting to be petty because he's a petty nigga. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. But didn't you sign that agreement when you 2 got married? If so, that was your choice to sign on the dotted line in case of divorce. You weren't thinking of your children then. That should have never been an option. Thank you. Boom. He said prenups are contractual. He going off because he's a victim and he needs to be a victim, just like a lot of these niggas out here. I'm gonna say what I have to say. He said prenups are contractual agreements subject to several elements of consideration, including fairness, in order for them to be enforceable. The court. So he basically said he signed it thinking that the court would not think it was enforceable, so he could get over. Okay, why didn't you just rent another house in the States? Why did you go all the way to Dubai? That's what I want. I was going to ask. Some of us have to work in different parts of the world, and it is not always around the block from our home. So then who would have took care of your kid? Make it make sense. I need it to make sense. So, because my thing is, y'all, if y'all break up, a woman, your husband leave you, he put you out the house, your baby daddy, your boyfriend, whatever. We figure it out until we make it happen. This man actually has money. What are we talking about? Why is he talking about he couldn't buy a house, rent another house, rent an apartment? If he really gave a fuck about his children, if he really gave a F about his children, would he even have signed that contract? Even though he thought he was gonna get over because it didn't sound fair, and if anything go happen, I'm gonna just try to get the prenup tossed out because So you was playing games from the beginning, not considering the welfare of your children, and now you want to act like woe is Simon and woe is Simon kids because your daughter had to spend her spring vacation in Dubai. But when you were going to be, and I'm glad that the commenter asked them, like, well, you didn't have to be in Dubai. Oh, I had to work. So again, these are children. Where were the children going to be? Where were the children going to be? Or who are the children going to be with if they're visiting their father? If their father is in Dubai and they're in Atlanta? Maybe that might be one of the reasons that Porsha said, you know what? Nah, I guess somebody else should do it. Because I do recall Fallon telling us that she was taking care of all of the fucking kids. Because Simon just thinks he got us and just whatever, wherever. Because where is the regard for his children? When he got married, these niggas don't give a flying fuck about their children. They don't care. They only care about the children of the person they fucking at the moment. I said what I said. So don't give us that bullshit. And I hope Porsha take that fucker for everything they got. And I hope they send him back to wherever the fuck he from. And you need to pay attention. Men who have babies all over the place are trash. I don't give a fuck what they tell you to make you think, oh, I got my sons 2 days, 2 weeks out the month, and I got this, and I do this, and I do that, and you ain't there. And you ain't there. Meaning your son, you force your child to leave a parent at home because that's what you wanted to do because you didn't want to pay child support. Let's call a spade a spade. So you said, well, split custody. And when your children are with you, the half time they're supposed to be with you, it's the new wives that you burden off your children on. They're not there with you. Like he said, he was in Dubai for the whole spring break. So even if Porsha didn't get a divorce, right? Porsha didn't get a divorce. Who would have been taking care of those kids all that time? Hold on, it's my kid calling me with the bullshit. Anyway, I had to hang up on her. She just broke my stuff and then go. I can't stand people who don't take accountability for shit. Can I say that in real life? It's true. I can't stand when people can't take accountability. Like anyway, so yeah, that's what was happening with Simon. We seen he's still trying to poke at Porsha through the reality TV through Not Love and Hip Hop. It's not Love It. Y'all know what show she on. Housewives. He's still trying to poke at her. He is just an old sad man who does not comprehend that the actions of his life are catching up to him. and he's mad and he want to blame everybody instead of dealing with the reality that all of this shit that occurred is his fault. He's the reason he have mad baby mamas all over the place. He's the reason he don't have his nationality situation, well, not nationality, citizenship in order. He's the reason that, you know, all of these women don't want to deal with him. He's the reason. He think these grown ass men seem to forget that they're adults. I had to tell somebody that the other day. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and they're in their 40s as well. Y'all know how I am about the going to the doctor, and you know, I'm very adamant in taking care of my health, especially as the older I get. Like, if nothing wrong, I'm going to the doctor just to make sure everything okay. If anything, I don't give a fuck if a bitch hiccups too much. I need to find out if everything is okay, because again, you're getting older and you may feel like, you know, I run around this track and I walk around, and you know, you may feel like, you know, strong and, you know, I feel great, and you may forget sometimes that you are not 20 or in your 30s no more. You're in your 40s, right? So I had to like let him know, you know, he was complaining about some shit in his arm, and I'm like, you need to probably go handle that, because like, you're not 20 no more. Where, you know, like when I was 20, y'all know I'm prone to sprain my ankle all the time. I'm always fucking falling. I'm one of them people. But when I was 20, I would, you know, hurt my little leg, and I'd be up in like a day. I be up. I still kind of limpy on it, but I still can move. You know what I'm saying? And by day 1, day 2, day 3, I'm cool for the most part. Now I hurt my fucking leg, I'm fucking down for like a week. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you just got to deal with those things and just the reality of that. And men like Simon, these old ass men. This is like when Damon Dash was making that comment talking about, oh, he wanted some 20-something-year-old girl, and the 20-something-year-old girl asked him for like $20,000. Yes, because you weren't cute 20 years ago, my nigga. Let's deal with the reality of that. And for the 20-year-old girl to even want to be bothered with you, if she had any sense in her head, she needs something to alleviate for the fact that an old crusty nigga, you might not see yourself as old or older, but it is what it is. I know I'm grown. I'm auntie vibes. It is what it is. I'm not 22 no more. It is what it is. But if you want to be with the young 20-something-year-old and you a man, she want her bread. And these men are confused of that because they don't see. They still, in their mind, they still look like they did when they was 20-something. They're not rationalizing that they're old. Simon is like 50-something. Probably 60, honestly. Like, you're an old man. Just because you run around attempting to act like a child, or you never grew up and you're emotionally inept, so you emotionally are a child, does not mean that you are 25 still. It does not mean that. It just means that your brain is 55. Your brain is 25, but your body is always 50, have always been 55. And it's going to keep getting older. And they don't want to deal with the reality of, you're an old ass man. Stay in your place. You're old user, not even an older, decent man. You're an old fucked up man who's been taking advantage of people and women for years, cheating on women, spewing your seed all over the place, thinking you're going to embarrass and disrespect them. This is what he's doing. We've watched what he's done to Porsha, and we watched what he's done to Fallon. Before he had clout and before like the internet was popping, how embarrassed do you think Simon has made all of the women he dated with before? How many things he have done to play in your face? Because this is what he does. This is what he likes to do. It makes him feel better. It makes him feel better because you have the audacity to leave me. It makes him feel better to try to drag you to the pits of hell. He won't probably get with another one. And she gonna do the same thing to him. And these are the same people that be like, I don't know how I got in these situations. You attract who you are. You're fucked up, and he's an effed up individual. The fact, like I said, the fact that just like you are not a good man. Forget the cheating and forget that for a moment. Even though that already says you're not a good man. You've destroyed your children's homes. You have destroyed homes where your wife was there taking care and doing this. You have destroyed homes. You want to act like you're a good dad because you got 50-50 custody just so you don't have to pay child support. We're not dumb. And then you tell us you're not even there half the time. So really in reality, he chose child support. He chose not paying a couple extra $100 or whatever the fuck he paying a month over saying fuck his kids. Because like he said, my daughter was there. My daughter had to come to Dubai to be with me. But if the house was still there, your daughter would have been in the house with whoever the fuck you were married to at the time, locked up in her room, not around the people, not around her actual family, not even around you because your bitch ass in Dubai. Where is the accountability? There is none. There is none. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of men like Simon always playing in their own face and then then think they're gonna get a pat on the back. Pat on the back for what? You got half custody of your kids, aka just so he don't have to pay child support. Because we seen how he roll already. We seen it, so we already know. Let's peep game. And you ain't even there. You making marriage contracts. He probably had all his life insurance or whatever set for Porsha. He ain't give a fuck about them kids. He probably has most of his shit. He ain't thinking about them children. He don't care. These are done. Done. Okay, I play. Yeah, I'm around so I can play daddy. But are you actually a father? No. Get out of here with that shit. Anyway, I got one more story I want to talk about. I wasn't even going to talk about it when I started this video. But I decided, like the whole Misa situation, that I want to talk about it. Okay? I want to talk about this whole, because this shit is getting out of control. I want to talk about Simone Biles and her husband. I'm not even going to get into the back because y'all know the backstory. She said, I'm going to quickly address this. The joke was never a joke. Y'all are blatantly being respectful to my relationship and my husband. So I'm going to go ahead and say this one time, respectively, fuck off. And if you keep commenting on or tweeting at me, I'm just going to block you. Simple as that. And no, I don't need to touch grass or whatever the fuck y'all suggest. Everyone else that'll support us, we love y'all so much. Listen. This is about, from what I gather, because people are calling him Mrs. Simone Biles. Because that is, listen, and y'all gotta follow me on Twitter. I made a tweet about this earlier today, even though I wasn't even gonna talk about it. The thing is, this is how patriarchy works. This is how they made it. If she is the one, he told us he was the delicate, pretty bitch in the back. That's what he said. He wasn't interested. She pursued him. He said she was the aggressor. He created a dynamic in what he said that made it, oh, she the nigga here. He created a dynamic where he was the dainty girl in a relationship, quote, y'all understand what I'm saying, and that she was the one who was the aggressor, who gave the male energy, who came for what she wanted and came for it. This is what he said. So cool. Then when people call you Mr. Simone Biles, what are you? They didn't call you Mrs. Jonathan Majors. They called you Mr. Simone Biles. You said you were. You said she came and got you. She bagged you. So you is her based on patriarchy. She came and bagged you. So you were her property. AKA, you take her name. AKA, you take her name. And it's never even that deep. The gag is, it should have been funny. The gag is, he probably should have sold shirts, hats, Mrs. Simone Biles. The gag is, if it was really love there, in my opinion, I'm sticking to it. And if it really wasn't what most people think it was, she wouldn't be making these comments because he wouldn't be always feeling away. We didn't forget that the Olympics is coming up. The first thing I thought in my head, like, this girl better not fuck up to try to make this nigga feel better. That's the first thing that came to my head. She bet not throw, fuck something up or whatever to make this man feel like a man. He gave her his man card. You know how they have a black card? You give me a black card. He gave her his man card to all of us. We didn't ask that information. He did not comprehend what he was doing because he's slow. Or he listened to too much of these manosphere niggas and they got his head fucked up. He told the world that she was the nigga in that relationship because it don't matter if she keying or whatever, because she pulled you. That's what you told the world. And he all up in his emotions about it because he could hardly throw a football. And the world is about to be cheering for her ass again. And I swear to you, if she fucks up, it's his fault. I'm telling you right now. If she fucks up if she miss a step, slip, anything that is unusual for Miss Perfection herself, she makes up shit. She makes up tricks that are illegal because other bitches just can't figure out how to do it. If I make it up as I go along, fuck up in any way, we will all see then how much a woman will throw herself under the bus to please a man. Will destroy herself, destroy her goals, destroy her future. We've seen it. We've seen it on smaller levels. Women, you quitting your job. You make more than him, but he needs you to quit his job and take care of the kids so he can feel like a man, but you make more than him. And then when you quit your job, now he mad and because y'all struggling because he don't got it in him. We seen this. The real answer would have been, if it was real love, if it wasn't dysfunction, they'd have been selling merch. If it wasn't dysfunction, and if it was really a key, like, oh, it's funny. One, he shouldn't have told us that. But nonetheless, if it was really a key, cool, they'd have been selling merch, laughing on it because it ain't that serious. Because if you a man, you a man. Right? I ain't got to tell you that. The world ain't got to tell you that. If you a man, But you wanted to play dainty bitch. And the world said, well, okay. All right. You the pretty dainty bitch. She the nigga that bagged you. What now what? Because that's how he played it. But again, logic ain't that logical to them, you know. To them, I mean men. Logic ain't that logical to them. Anyway, I'm going to drop this link, and then I'm going to jump up in the commercial section for a little bit. Okay, how's everyone doing today? Please don't forget to like this video. Like it now because you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe. This girl is crazy. My daughter's fucking crazy. She on lunch now because she's just going like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Because I'm like, where's this? Y'all see my ring light. Where is I gotta make promo videos, y'all. And I need the attachment for the ring light. Where is my ring light attachment? Why do kids touch shit? I am a firm believer in there's a place for everything and everything in its place. If y'all don't notice, ain't too much shit change around here. And that is not just because it's my set. A place for everything and everything in its place. Even this shit. This is like this for a reason. I put it there. I don't understand. We just take shit off and throw it over here, put it over there, put it where it don't belong, and then we'll be like, where is it? Anywho, I dropped the link, and now I'm going to get back into these comments because I'm not answering no more her silly ass questions. She need to go back to eat some lunch or doing whatever the heck she doing. Anyway, don't forget to, again, like this channel, like this video, and if you can, don't forget to donate to the channel, super chat, cash app, all that good stuff. Completely appreciated. And it's not mandated, but it is appreciated, and it helps us to run the channel better. Also, what was I gonna say? What is mandated, what I do request without any questions asked, is that you like this video. If you are sitting here, like the video, okay? That is one of my only requirements. Like, just like the video. Do me a favor, okay? Thank you. Anyway, still attracting women. Okay, she said, okay, he was 46, still attacking women. He should have been, God help. Yeah, she's talking about Diddy at this point. Again, remember we spoke about, I don't remember the order, but I'll remember the order once we're speaking about it. She's speaking about the Misha conversation that we had earlier today. She says, somebody wonder where Kim mom or family is. I don't know. And honestly, abusive ass men separate you from your family. You know, they do. They do. That's one of the things. They isolate you. A nigga trying to isolate you always got something to say about your parents or your whatever. Y'all need to pick up on that. Oh, you can't have no friends. There's an issue with your friends. Oh, your friend a hoe. I don't want you with her. My friend been a hoe. What the fuck that matter? Oh, my sister been a hoe. What the fuck that matter? You know, all of that behavior, that is a nigga trying to isolate you. Because once you're isolated, he could do whatever he wants to you. Okay, but I don't know where the rest of her family is. Maybe because she was isolated for so long, maybe they're just not that close no more. She said the way Suge got the pic of Misa and baby Justin as a toddler is because Diddy did something to her and Suge helped her. Yeah, she know. She know. Anybody who has been in any sort of situation like that, whether it was you, whether you seen your mama go through it, your homegirl go through it, seeing that shit, like I said, it's one thing to read it because that's triggering already. Hearing about it, reading it is triggering as fuck. But to see it, and say, damn, I seen some nigga do that to my mama. Well, damn, a nigga did that to me before. That happened to me. You know, or something similar to that. That is some mm, mm. Um hey Yusuf, how are you? Grand Rising. From Sarah, his other mother's daughter. Mom, you can't tell me he didn't beat her as well. Yeah, probably. Somebody said she was underage when she got with him. She was. She went through a lot. She went through a lot. All of these girls went through a lot. Like, and like an apology, fuck your apology. Your apology doesn't take away the damage that you have created in these women's lives. This is what these men don't understand. We don't fuck your apology, Roy. Your apology doesn't take away the damage you have created. Your apology doesn't take away the fact that you have abused her now. You have made her an abused person now. She will forever be someone who has been abused by a loved one, a fake ass loved one. Your apology doesn't take away the triggering that happens 20, 30 years later when something like that, you hear about it, see it. I froze on Friday. I was looking at that shit and I was looking and a little bit of my head was like, bitch, you need to go live. And the rest of my head was screaming at me to turn the fucking phone off. And I could not. Like, you, regardless of how much therapy, regardless of whatever, you have always damaged a person. So fuck your sorries. Puffy has damaged so many women, so many people, but just so many people. He's a sociopath. My opinion, sticking to it, allegedly. He's a sociopath. He's damaged so many people. Period. In the industry, all of this shit. We know that. People been talking about that for years. He's a sociopath. He has damaged all the women who he have been with. All of them. All of them. Misa on the cars gotta run to Cali to another gangster to get to who was being his girl, but just to get away from this nigga. Kim, all the shit we done heard, what he probably did to her, in my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Cassie, Miami, well, shit. Some of these niggas, Miami I'm thinking, because again, I know abusive men, it start out great. And then she might not have got her real her first Diddy ass whooping yet. Cassie, in my opinion, Cassie saved Miami from really understanding who Diddy was, because she don't know. She thinks she do. She thought she do. She thinks she do. We don't know that, what's going on in the background. But these motherfuckers don't come out, meet you on on Monday and on Thursday smacking you up. No, they take time. They bring you in. They get you trapped, like Cassie said. Like, everybody who who is in who is in a similar situation, their story has told you. Your story has told you. I don't believe he beat the shit out of Risha yet. She might have got a smack before, but I don't think he did. He was whooping her ass to the point where he done got to because that's a buildup. He'd been doing it for decades. He know how. It start out with the yelling and the da 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 and the intimidation and the da da da, and then it's a shaking, and then it's a pushing, and and then it might be a smack, and then it's a fucking body slam and a fucking kick like you a goddamn wrestler on WWE. All right. Okay. um. Okay. I don't care. There's people talking about black. I don't care. I'm talking about women being abused. Talk about women being abused. I'm being very fucking clear. And if I see anybody say, but this one isn't a whole black woman, I'm blocking you. And I'm making the subs block you. Because this ain't where we at. I don't give a fuck. That's another excuse. It's all right if he beat the shit out of the white and the Asian girl, though. Ew, because he ain't beat me. Ew. This is what I said. When I said when people show you who they are, pay attention and believe it. I don't care. And again, I'm not a fan of, I love us. I'm not a fan of, but what I want, we no one's talking point ever, ever, ever need to be like, well, Cassie was just half black. So we only must care about the black side of her that got fucked up. I don't really watch the Housewives like that, so I can't answer Porsha and Kenya question. Shout out to Kenya. Kenya about damn near the only one on the show who will stand up to an abuser. I saw a video yesterday of Cherie. Y'all remember Cherie? Well, of course y'all remember Cherie. I used to watch the show. And remember how she used to be married to Bob, and like it was an episode of I don't know where they were in a car somewhere, and Cherie and Bob were in the front, and it was Kenya in the back, and I don't remember who was next to Kenya. It was somebody else in the back though. I don't remember who it was, but basically he was like, like, did I hit you? Well, apparently I don't remember because I ain't hit you hard enough. It was like real. And Kenya was bad. Cherie was like, Sheree, my bad, not Cherie, Sheree. She was like, you could look at her face again as somebody who has seen it, know it. We listen. You could see in her face, she pulling it in because she's on camera. She would have bawled down crying. And the only person in that car that was like, Bob, shut the fuck up, and was saying something to him was Kenya. So I like Kenya. She said they got all kind of tricks of tracking you into marriage with green cards. These niggas track y'all into marriage. Again, I'm not talking about that. Again, I ain't got no issues with people who marry African men. I ain't got no issues with that, because the fuck, if they're decent men, they're decent men. Half of these niggas don't even want to marry y'all. Half of these niggas want to marry y'all. Y'all got to remember, side note, most of these African men who come here have shit. Just like most people who come here. This is what I don't think people understand. Whether you coming from the Caribbean, whether you coming from Africa, whether you coming from my people Panamanian, wherever the fuck you coming from, you got money. Poor people don't come here. The only poor people who come here are poor white people. Poor black people don't get visas. That's just what it is. And I'm not saying they like, but like they not poor. They not poor. A lot of them got family businesses. I used to date a nigga. He was African. This nigga owned, y'all gonna laugh, but don't laugh. This nigga owned 3 egg farms. Like egg farms where they had eggs and they sold eggs. His nigga owned 3 egg farms over there, Nigeria, wherever, over there. Like sold eggs to, the people in the UK. Sold eggs. These motherfuckers sold eggs. And that nigga had a shitload of money. Like a shitload of money. Y'all know I don't date niggas who ain't got no money, period. Shitload of money. I've never dated an African that was not paying like they weighing. At all. So, and if you marry somebody for their green card, people do it. You supposed to get like 20 stacks. What's happening? What are y'all doing? What's going on? You need a lesson on how to do this? I'm not going to do it because it's illegal and you're going to get me in trouble, but go ask somebody. Okay? People be marrying these bum ass niggas that ain't got nothing. That don't have nothing. They got children everywhere. And again, I'm not talking about when I was talking about Simon, I'm talking about him being a trash ass man, period. Not because he African or anything like that. Just like all, black men, they just got a percentage of men who are just garbage, right? Period. Regardless of race, nationality, that's just what it is. But it ain't lost on me that a lot of the people that got so much vitriol for the others, I'm going to say the others, the Africans, they always be sitting up with some broke ass bum talking shit about how the Africans gonna take. You don't have anything. Most people that I know who married Africans came up. Most women that I know who married Africans came up hard. A lot of them didn't really have some shit, and they came up hard. So I don't compare to a lot of other people who, again, I know maybe like and they ain't married. Some trash nigga baby mama who takes half of their fucking food stamp. Not their food stamps. They tax return so they could flip it and lose it and spend it on another bitch. At least the African nigga got 3 jobs. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. She talked about Simon. She said they got one foot on the grave and the other on a banana peel, talking about they want a 20-year-old. Yeah, girl, no. With acting like a whole 5-year-old. They be really trying to be like, oh no. And the gag? This is what you need to tell the little girls. The little girls aren't mature. These men never mature. Some of these men, especially these men that go after these young girls, they are mentally teenagers. And if you as a teenager think that it makes sense to go ahead and get married to an adult man with a teenage mind, let's see how that'll work out. The man is never the prize in the relationship, but we now we on Simone Biles, but her man kept telling us how much he was and how she bagged him, and he was the bad bitch they got. And he put himself in that position and then mad at her because he's Mrs. Simone Biles now. Because he thought that sounded like some cool shit to say, and it wasn't. It just wasn't. Ooh, I think we got a donation. Thank you, Ayana. Ayana sent $5. She said, making my day easier. Thank you so much. Like I said, thank you for everyone who donates to the channel. It is thoroughly appreciated. Like all support. I don't know what's going on here. Let me put my phone down. All the support helps. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. All donations are really appreciated. Like for real. Thank y'all so much. Oh yeah, Kim mom. Yeah, I don't know if she has siblings, but like this nigga kept her away from her family for a long time. So like her like the fams, how they say your family is the people that are around you. And I think that is the Camoras. I think that's Misha, even though they had to say, I think that's what's happening right now. because they know they experience. Unless you've experienced some things, sometimes you may not really get it. um um DV has no color. um Shit. Thank you for saying what you're saying about this affecting all races of women, and that's wrong is wrong is wrong. It is. Wrong is wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong is wrong. Um anyway, patriarchy set everyone up to see men as the prize. They are not. They are not. Men aren't, even in patriarchy, men aren't really the prize. But okay. Again, that whole shit is confusing and I don't really care. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here because I think I said everything I had to say. I have some stuff I gotta go do. Plus, I need to go work out. Y'all know I'm doing my workout, but I decided that I might do I'm not going into the weight room yet, but I might do some other aerobics outside just to, help me burn more calories, maybe some jump rope, maybe some whatever. I do have my camera. I have my phone with me, so I will be taking some videos, I guess. So yeah, nonetheless, I appreciate you all for coming. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden because there's no other way to live it. And I appreciate all of you.